If you guys have ever wanted to grow out the perfect beard, I'm here with Eric Bandholz from Beardbrand, the expert, and he's going to show you how to do it. We're here at StyleCon 2015 in Atlanta, Georgia. We've traveled from Cincinnati, you've traveled from
Austin, Texas.
And we've come together in an epic style meeting of great proportions.
And beards.
Yes, and beards. And we wanted to introduce you guys to Eric. If you guys haven't checked out Beardbrand, it's amazing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Beardbrand yourself, and just, you've got this idea of the Urban Beardsman. It's not necessarily your idea, but tell us about the Urban Beardsman, what it means, and like the growth and what's going on in that world.
So, well, first off, Beardbrand fosters style for the Urban Beardsman. So Beardbrand's a company out there that's trying to change the way society views beardsmen. Traditionally, guys with beards were thought of as like bikers or hippies or outdoorsmen or lumberjacks. And I never like really fit that stereotype. And what I wanted to do was connect with other people who were like me, who were maybe a little more professional, designers, business people. I was a financial advisor in my past life, and came up with the idea for Urban Beardsmen, which is essentially ordinary, normal guys who don't fit the traditional mold of beardsmen. And they're maybe a little more style conscious. They care a little bit more about their style, but they want to rock a beard. You know, they feel that's part of them, and they want to show that.
Yeah. So would you say that transition is happening today, where it's becoming a little bit more accepted to have a beard in an urban setting?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I could actually talk like about the theory of beards for a very long time. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a more emphasis for men in their skills and their talents that they bring to the workplace, and less emphasis on how they look or how they fit in, like the whole old IBM, you know, white shirt, you know, blue suit kind of look, like that those days are behind us.
There's some more acceptability for
and
it
it's more about the talent that you bring as an individual, and then, you know, that gives you the freedom to own your style and own your look. And a lot of guys have wanted to wear a beard like all their life, and the pressures of work have kept them from doing it. And now we're seeing, it's not like a beard trend, but it's just a renaissance of men growing their facial hair out.
So it's really almost like moving to an acceptance for being authentic, being yourself, doing, you know, allowing to do something that you've always maybe wanted to do. And the society maybe at large hasn't, we're not trying to push everyone in these little boxes necessarily. There's a little bit more freedom to let that out, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at it from like a business perspective, like, exactly. They wanted cogs, right? So they'd hire you, they'd give you the training program, they'd tell you exactly what to do, and then you'd go and execute on that, and you'd have a job for life, right? Whereas now, people are hiring team members that need to solve problems that they haven't solved before. So they need someone who can think creatively and has the ability to execute on their own without the direction and instruction from, you know, management or leadership. And so with that skill being valued, they don't care what you look like. They care about how
you
you
solve a problem.
Right, exactly. So I think that's what we are seeing, is the shift in business with the advent of internet and just the speed that business moves nowadays. Like, you really need talent in there.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So tell us, okay, so you've got this epic beard. Tell us a little bit about how, you know, your history with the beard, and, you know, some of your favorite things about having a beard, and also what are some of the hardest things about having a beard?
So I've always considered myself a beardsman. Like, I've always deep down wanted to have facial hair, and most of my life, most of my time with the beard was actually at ear length. Like, so I would typically grow it out about 2 months, or 2 weeks or so, and then shave it off and just repeat that cycle. And I worked in sales. I worked in a professional environment. But I worked, my last job working for the man was at a big bank as a financial advisor, which is like the antithesis of facial hair.
Yes.
It's like, you know, all American boy, completely shaven, no facial hair at all. And that was like eating at my soul. It was just like I'm dying. So
I've been there.
I quit that job, and I'm like, I'm just going to grow my beard out for as long as I've want, you know? So I quit the job, started kind of like a freelance graphic design business, started growing my beard out, and went for the yeared, which is it's a year-long beard. So
a year-long beard.
The year. It's a new word, I guess.
Yes.
and was able to grow it out there. So I've actually had a longer beard. It's probably been at the longest, maybe down to here.
Yep.
But I've been growing my hair out, so as my hair comes down, my beard goes up. It's just kind of this.
It's proportional that way.
What's that? A yin and yang?
Yeah.
It's got to have that zen balance.
Okay.
So I mean that's my beard journey. I don't hate a lot of things about it. Like I really enjoy it. I really, of course, we sell beard care products, and I really love like applying those products and taking care of the beard. But there are days when, I want to eat some ribs or some hot wings or a hot dog with just everything on top.
Yes.
And
I've seen, guys, he's got some awesome videos about how to eat with it.
Yeah.
I saw one where you put you had this little metal thing for a beer to drink and it guarded your mustache.
The whisker dam.
The whisker dam. That was awesome. So there's all kinds of tips when it comes to eating in this.
But sometimes it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah. And you're just going to get crap all over the beard.
All right, so let's talk about, let's say these guys are out there and they're feeling that inner turmoil inside of them. They're like, I want to go for the yeared.
Yeah.
So what are some of the top tips you would give the viewers out there? It's like, hey, here's what you need to know if you're going to venture into this territory.
Yeah. So the biggest journey into the world of facial hair is growing for the first time and growing seriously in the first time, because you're going to get a lot of comments from the peanut gallery, from your mom, from your spouse, from your partner, from everyone out there. They're going to have an opinion about your body, and it's your body. I mean, you control your body and you control what's going out there. But I think what you want to do is start, kind of plan the start. So one way to do it is if you go on a week or 2 week vacation, start the boost there so you can have a presentable beard as you grow. But another great way to get started is during November, and you can raise money for charity by growing your facial hair.
That's a great idea.
So you participate in Movember or November, and your boss can't get on you, your wife can't get on you, because you're doing it for a good cause.
You're doing it for a good thing.
And you're like, hey guys, I'm raising money.
That's a pretty widely known thing.
Yeah.
It's accepted. It's a great way to start.
So you start that way, and you're able to grow for a month, and if you don't touch your beard at all for a month, you're going to be able to have a pretty good beard after that. And then you can, if you need to, you can trim up your neckline and your cheek line and
start to shape it a little bit, but let it keep going.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you want to go with your starting point. And then from there, it's learning how to take care of it so that it's an enjoyable experience. Some guys deal with itchy beards, and there's a lot going on with why the beard itches and what you can do to help with that and make it a better experience.
So let's talk about, there's a few things that are kind of, the biggest traps that might stop your beard growth, right?
Yeah.
So you're mentioning some of you've got comments from people. You've got, the itchiness itself or the way it looks. Walk me through, how do you work through those things because a lot of guys hit that wall maybe after a month, maybe 2 months, and you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Right? And it's it's all downhill from here. So what advice would you give to us on that?
So I think that really the itchy beard comes at probably week 2, week 3 is when you probably see the most beards come to an end.
Yep.
There's not a lot of time commitment into it, so it's only 2 or 3 weeks, and they're just shave it off. So you can actually get started right, from your 5 o'clock shadow. There's a product out there called Soft Coat, and it's a little pad that you rub on your scruff, and it's going to soften up the tips of the hair so it doesn't itch as it grows out. And then there's products like beard oil and beard softener that will help soften up the hairs as well. So there's going to be ways to help minimize or eliminate the itch as it grows.
Yes.
But I think maybe one of the biggest problems is going to be just adjusting to the difference of it. The mustache, I think, is probably going to be the biggest hurdle for a lot of guys as they grow it.
Why is that?
Because as it grows, it's going to grow into your mouth. It's going to get in your teeth. You're going to bite on it.
I'm laughing behind camera. We're going to bring Alex on in a little bit because I've got to get your thoughts on Alex's beard. But we were eating breakfast this morning. And he's eating the breakfast sandwich. That tastes like mustache. Yeah.
So, and the thing is, you've just got to let your mustache grow to be able to put product in it and to be able to part it out of the way, and then you don't have the same kind of problems that you have.
Yes.
And then you just get adjusted to it over time, and it becomes the new norm. So there's those issues, and then the psychological issues, which I think are probably the biggest ones. Dealing with
the confidence behind it, right?
The confidence behind it. So what we do at Beardbrand is, our grooming products help you feel confident that you're taking care of your beard, and it's not something you're doing to be lazy.
Yeah.
You're putting effort into it to make it look nice. And then we've got a community as well, so it's almost a brotherhood out there.
That's cool. And you can ask questions. You can say, hey, I've got this problem. I need help here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit. So I recently in the winter built my beard out pretty well. And before, I didn't know too much about beard products themselves. And I had done some conditioner in the past because that was just like what I had. And then I realized, oh, there are actually beard oils. And my wife had some coconut oil.
Yeah.
And I just made a real simple coconut oil with some like essential oils kind of thing and put it on. I'm like, this feels great. This smells great. And I came across I was doing research. I came across all of your videos and I started like just at night, I'm watching them all. And the hardest thing for me with my wife is she's not a huge beard fan.
Yeah.
So she likes the way it looks, but she does not like the way it feels. Do you have any advice on those, who might be in a relationship with a woman? Like, how do you grow out a beard? Tips in growing out a beard if you have a lady friend in your life?
Yeah, I mean, that's another topic I could talk about. Like
That's another video, yeah.
A whole nother
You've done the videos.
Yeah, I've done the videos.
Yeah, we'll link to them.
But the big thing is, expressing to them how important it is to you to grow out and how important it is for you to get their support, and say like, hey, I want to grow my beard out for a year, for 6 months, for 3 months, however long it is. And I plan on being with you for the next 50 to 60 years. And all I'm asking is like for this small journey in my life that you can support me.
I love this pitch. It's so good. It's like, hey, I'm with you until you die.
Yeah.
I just need this for 1 year.
Yeah.
And you're in.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can give you 1 year.
Yeah, I want to support you. I'm your wife, or for our gay guys out there, I'm your partner and I support you.
Yes. Exactly.
And then, it grows on you and it grows on them as well.
That's right. All right. So guys, as you can see, Eric is truly the expert on beards. You need to go to his channel, check out all the content he has. It's just loaded with good stuff. And if they want to find out more about Beardbrand or check out your products, how do they do that?
Beardbrand.com, or just Google Beardbrand. We're not very original people with the names, so we're pretty descriptive. And then I'm the only Eric Bandholz out there as well. So if you Google Eric Bandholz, you'll find all my profiles out there.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, giving us a few minutes here at StyleCon. If this is your first time here, guys, we do style tips for the everyday guy on our YouTube channel. And if you go over to Cladwell.com, you can get your personal roadmap to dress better. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, please subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And beard on.
Yes.
All right, so tell me some things I can do about my beard.
Well, your beard is about you and your journey. So it really comes down to like what your personal goals are and how you want to take care of it personally. A good beard starts with the nutrients inside your body, because hair is dead pieces of you coming out of your face, in a weird kind of way. You want like the best dead things coming out. Okay. So if you want to make sure you're eating right and taking vitamins and exercising and taking care of your health, rather than like puffing it out. Like puffing it out will kind of show more of the thinness. You'll want to kind of layer it down and maybe try to bring it closer to the skin. You've got a great mustache.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's been going on since I was 12.
Yeah.
But this is new. Yeah. So that's why it's thinner, I think.
Do you enjoy it?
I do. Yeah. I think I do need the advice though on how to make the appearance of it a little better, because I do know it's thinner. So
yeah, we all have different beards, and like we can't compare ourselves to others because everyone wants to be different. But the reality is, once you find truth in yourself or faith in yourself, then that's when life becomes beautiful. Is when you empower yourself to love yourself. So start there, and then life gets a lot better.